Looking today at the account of Jesus speaking to a large crowd early one morning in the temple is recorded for us in John's Gospel, chapter 8. Now we know the story, but to summarise, a group of men had dragged a woman in and accused her of being caught in adultery. There were not too many details here, but the accusers quickly quoted the law of Moses to Jesus, which called for this woman to be stoned. The situation was escalating very quickly. As a way of catching Jesus out, they asked for his thoughts, his opinions on what had happened. This gives us a good clue as to what is really going on in their minds. In response to their loaded question, this text contains one of Jesus' better-known statements. Let him who is without sin cast the very first stone. In reflection, there's nothing in this passage to suggest that this lady was innocent. She barely spoke at all during the confrontation. Well, what can she say? No one's going to listen anyway. So as we read, we see the danger of a judgmental spirit, and we also see the forgiving heart of Jesus. How did they catch this woman in the act of adultery? Again, we really don't know, but there does seem to be something unusual at play here. As far as adultery was concerned, the law was very specific. This points toward a very crucial question. Where's the man? Adultery, by definition, requires two people. Now, it's unlikely that the man escaped and the woman didn't. So we have to wonder if it wasn't a setup. These men didn't care about the woman, one way or the other. If she was set up, it shows the length that the enemies of Jesus were willing to go to in order to undermine his ministry and his popularity. Just one more question. Why did they expose her publicly? There was no need at all to do that. They didn't have to bring her to Jesus. Clearly, they weren't just looking to punish her. It seems as though there was something a little more sinister going on here. There's more to the story. The religious leaders claim to have caught this woman in the act of adultery. Moses said such a person should be stoned to death. What would Jesus say to that? It was a trap question for sure. What will he do? John 8:7 answers by saying that Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. Oh, there are times when we would like, as we're reading the Bible, to have a little more information. What did Jesus write when he bent down? He wrote on the ground. We don't know the words, but his words matter, the words that he spoke. He said, if any one of you is without sin, let him be the first to throw a stone or cast a stone at her. Jesus was saying, before you pick up that stone, look at yourself in the mirror. Make sure that you're morally qualified to put this woman to death. If you aren't, you'd better put that stone down. No doubt these men were troubled by what Jesus said. They wanted to talk about the woman, but Jesus wanted to talk about them. When her accusers had all gone, Jesus simply said to this lady, "Go and sin no more." Those words echo through the years, and they're for us even today. To any who would make accusations, be it of us or even if it is us toward others, Jesus speaks. Put down your stone. Go and sin no more. It's worth thinking about. Have a wonderful week.